Auzubillahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wasallam. Brothers and sisters in Islam, my dear listeners, I welcome you to this lecture. The topic is Introduction to Agronomy. Agronomy is one of the sciences under the broad field of agriculture. And to start with, I would like to define what agriculture is. Agriculture can be defined simply as the study and science, the science and art of producing crops and rearing animals for man's use. You will see from this definition that agriculture is an age-long practice. Basically, it involves the production of crops and the rearing of animals for man's use. This aspect of the definition is very, very important. And the definition I've given is a very simple definition of agriculture. And talking about the importance of agriculture, the lists are endless. Starting from its importance in the production of food, which is necessary for the survival of man and his livestock, to the production of raw materials that are very, very necessary for the industries. One of the famous peoples of the past, Artolius, he said, if agriculture remains stagnant, industries cannot grow. So if agriculture remains stagnant, industry cannot grow. And this is very true. Agriculture provides the raw materials that are used in most of the industries that we have. Talking about the beverage industry, where we use materials like cocoa, tea leaves, and the rest of them. We have industries like the furniture industries, which makes use of timber to produce furniture of various kinds, even those that are used in building houses. We have quite a lot of other industries. We have the textile industries, which produces our clothes, which we put on. So, and the importance of agriculture cannot be overemphasized. Now, let's go to agronomy. Like I said earlier, this is one of the branches of agriculture. And a very simple definition of agronomy is that agronomy is the science and technology of producing and using plants for food, fuel, fiber, feed, and for reclamation. Now, let us pick these items one after the other. We have said agriculture is a science. Yes, it's a science because it involves systematic study. It's the systematic study of this production of plants and their use for food, fuel, feed, fiber, and reclamation. This is very important because though agronomy can as well be regarded as an art, but here we are more interested in it as a science. Yes, this is our own focus. Now, in that definition, you would have seen I mentioned the use of plants for food. Food is any material that provides us with materials for growth, for energy, and to repair worn-out tissues in our body. One other use of plant is fuel. Fuel is very, very important. In the modern world, we use it to generate power for industries, to supply heat, and quite for some other purposes. In the home, for domestic heating, so many. Also, we have one of the uses of plants in terms of supplying feed. The difference between feed and food is quite obvious. Food is any material that is taken in by human beings, man, that supplies energy, materials for growth, for repair. But feed is the equivalent for livestock. Animals or livestock like cow, goat, sheep, the rest of them, so many, they also take in materials, and these materials perform the same function in their body, just like the functions performed by food in the body of man. We also have fiber. Another important material that we get from plants is fiber. These fiber are the materials we use for clothing, for carpets, rugs. The list is endless. And finally, one other use of plant is for reclamation. This is coming last, but it is equally important. In modern times, we are talking about the need to create space for humanity. Most of these spaces, you find them as deserts, swamps, and the rest of them. There is need to reclaim this land for the use of man. Plants find very useful role in this. In recent times, we have had these vast areas of land which ordinarily used to be desert, cannot be habitable by man, but alhamdulillah, with advancement in the knowledge of agronomy, my dear listeners, we have quite a lot of this land have been reclaimed for man's use. So this is a simple definition of agronomy. Now let us go on. What applies to agronomy? What are the sciences, the basic sciences that are very, very essential in the study of agronomy? One, we have biology, chemistry, economics, ecology, earth science, and genetics. Now let's take them one by one. The first one, biology. Biology is the study of living things, basically plants and animals on the other hand. The knowledge of biology is very, very important in agronomy, very, very important. One of the essential subjects that is important in the training of an agronomist is biology. Without it, a student will not have a very good foundation in agronomy. Now, the next one is chemistry. Chemistry can be defined as the study of the nature, properties, and of the non-living matter and the changes which these materials undergo when subjected to various conditions, extreme temperature, cold, heat, and the rest of them. The knowledge of chemistry is very important, especially for a soil scientist. Yes, a soil scientist. So, inshallah, we're going to stop here. I hope that we shall meet again, inshallah, and when we meet, we'll continue on our lectures. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.